From the end zone
To the mosh pit,
and the last house on the left, this is.
screams and schemes.
And today, we are going to get a little bit dumber. Even dumber than we have on our previous videos. Because today we're going to piss a lot of people off too. You can see, we got a lot of quarterbacks here. And some custom-made tiers over here that we changed the names to. And we're going to be doing a tier list of QBs today. Now, this is going to be based off of their performance overall in the 2024-2025 season. Because we didn't feel like going through and making a new template based off of where some of these quarterbacks got traded to or went during free agency, like Geno Smith and whatnot. So we're just going to be judging them based off of how they performed last year. There are some backups on here we can see, but whatever, we'll rate them as well. Doesn't matter. So anything you got to say before we get into this, partner?
I'm just ready to piss people off, really. I'm going to be honest. Because I'm going to be the one to piss people off more than you.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Who knows? All right. So
I do want to say,
What's
when
up?
you put a quarterback in a tier, I want to rate them in the tier appropriately.
Of course. We'll have it
Yeah.
layered. Yeah. So let's go over the tiers. So instead of your normal S through E or whatever, S through F or whatever, we decided to change it up. We went with elite. So those are probably your top 5 guys that you could see winning a Super Bowl. They win MVPs, or they're just at the top every single year at what they do. They're the best of the best. It's kind of self-explanatory. Franchise QBs are QBs that really, they're going to win you playoff games, and you're making money off of them. They're going to make a lot of money in general. Their contracts are big.
Probably a guy you're not willing to move off of.
Yes, like a guy you're not willing to move off of, and there's a bunch of them we can think of right now. And then can win with. These are your quarterbacks that aren't going to hold you back. These are your quarterbacks that we can't see them being the reason you win a Super Bowl or multiple playoff games, but they're not going to hold you back from winning those. Flip a coin. So this is the one we kind of had fun with because we were just talking like, are they mid? Because mid to us is just like they'll flip-flop. They'll flip-flop either left or right, good or bad on any given day. So we were just like, flip a coin, whichever side it lands on, that's the quarterback you're getting that day. And then just not it. These are your quarterbacks that you don't see a future with. You don't see them having almost any upside. But they're just not horrible. They're just not the worst thing in the world to watch. That, on the other hand, the next tier is, these are the quarterbacks you're just done. You're just done watching them. You got to watch your favorite team with a blindfold on to be able to even get through the entire game. These quarterbacks are awful. And the last tier is reserved for mostly rookies or quarterbacks that we haven't seen do enough. Maybe they got injured. Maybe they just haven't played enough. And we just can't really judge them off of it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to go in the order that it was in the list. So we're not going to be doing it in any specific order other than we're going left to right, left to right, left to right. And that's what we're going to do. So where do you think Marcus Mariota, the backup, the Jaden Daniels is going?
I mean, if we had to rate him as a backup, he's one of the highest backups in the league. But
He is.
Just probably not it. I don't think he's blindfold garbage.
Yeah.
And I have seen enough of him. So he's just not it.
I 100% agree. We saw enough of them with the Titans, and he had that playoff game against the Chiefs. That's kind of his defining moment as a starting quarterback. Yeah, I agree. We've seen enough. He's not really a flip a coin kind of guy. He's not really got almost any starting upside anymore in my eyes. So he's a career backup for the rest of it, and he's just not it. Now, Justin Herbert, guy's incredibly hard to rate for a lot of people. What do you think?
Franchise quarterback. I think he's a franchise quarterback because his tangibles are there, and I'm not as much as I think he had probably the worst playoff game I've ever watched in my life this year.
It was awful. It was really bad.
I do think he is incredible throwing the football. I do think with the right coach, which I believe they got now, I'm not ready to say he can't win anything. But it's something that I feel like I got to see first. but I know
Yeah.
his skill set and everything is there. Like you can't just help but not to see that. He's a franchise quarterback because if my team had him, I wouldn't want him gone because he wins me football games. I mean, so he's a
100%.
franchise quarterback to me. He deserves
Yeah.
his money, and he's a franchise quarterback.
I 100% agree with the ranking. I don't think Herbert is. I could see him winning a Super Bowl, but not because it's because he's so good, right? He's really, 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 really good. I just can't see him win it with the Chargers. This is a scenario where the franchise to me is holding back the quarterback. That being said, yeah, the 2 playoff games that he's played in have been pretty pathetic. Like he was destroying the Jaguars and then just took his foot off the gas. I mean, you could say that was coaching, you could say that was play calling, whatever. Justin Herbert looked bad in the second half against the Jags 2 years ago. I mean, it was awful. And then this year, yeah, it was bad. All right, we're gonna move on. Jordan Love.
I'm gonna say, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll start with this guy. I think he's also a franchise quarterback. I think he's not quite bad enough for me to just put him in can win with, because I do think he has upside as a franchise quarterback. I think he sells jerseys. I think he's getting paid the right amount of money. I think he's going to win playoff. I mean, he's already won playoff games, hasn't he? I mean, I think he can win playoff games, and I could see him in a Super Bowl one day. A lot of people think that's this year. So,
I was on the Jordan Love train last year, or I guess this season. He didn't really let me down necessarily. But I do realize that he's the closest thing to Brett Favre that we've ever seen since Brett Favre. He's going to throw a lot of touchdowns. He's also going to have a lot of interceptions. And the reason why I can't put him I guess hindsight, he is a franchise quarterback because he is amazing at what he does, but he's also a liability at sometimes too. I like can win with Jordan Love.
I see my argument.
I think there's quarterbacks.
There's so many 10-0 in a row
that we've seen this season that we're going to rank them off what they did this season, not what they can do in the future. And what I've seen this year, he is exactly what can win with. He had a can win with season. He was fine. He just had 15 turnovers and a lot of fumbles. He had a couple fumbles too. That's not like I'm ready to say franchise quarterback like I am Herbert.
But there's a lot of quarterbacks that we're gonna put in franchise and elite that have had those kinds of seasons. Hell, even Joe Burrow, not too long ago, had a 15 turnover season. He had a 15 turnover season not too long ago. So I mean, I don't think you can hold turnovers against it. You can hold them against him, but I just can't think that you can hold turnovers against him in this tier.
I'll say he's franchise quarterback, but he will probably be the last quarterback in franchise QB.
We'll see. I mean, I think he's locked in at franchise. But this next guy.
So, I love what I've seen. He had no weapons. He was fantastic to me. But I do believe in second-year slumps. So I'm going to say I haven't seen enough yet because I'm not ready to sell my soul yet.
I also am going to say have not seen enough, but because he doesn't fit any of these yet. That's the only reason why.
If I had to put him somewhere right now to be nice, it'd be can win with.
Yeah, that's also where I was thinking. But yeah,
I'm gonna
haven't seen enough.
Yeah.
Davis Mills, I mean,
he's garbage. He's absolutely fucking putrid.
I mean, he's not going to be starting for any team. So I mean, watch with blindfolds on. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Bo Nix, I don't think he's a franchise guy. All right, he's definitely not a franchise guy, like at all. He is not on the same level as Jordan Love or Justin Herbert or any of the other guys we're going to put in there.
Better than Jordan Love last year.
He is the definition of can win with, based off of what we've seen.
I like it for right now.
He's not going to hold the team back, but he's not going to be the reason they're winning. Because when it was bad last year for the Broncos, it was because of him. I mean, it wasn't because of him. Sorry, it wasn't because of him. But when they were winning, it also wasn't because of him. I think he is a definition of can win with.
I think Sean Payton is the reason why he is so good.
Yes.
Without Sean Payton, he is probably as good as like a Marcus Mariota.
A little disrespectful. I think Nix is better than Mariota, even when they were in the pros. Funny enough, Oregon. Like, Marcus Mariota, when he was coming out of college, like in college, he made Oregon. He's the best Oregon quarterback they've ever. He has a hallway of memorabilia just for him. Won the Heisman and everything. Bo Nix with Oregon. Oregon fans are like, yeah, he was serviceable. Like, he could win with him. But I think Marcus Mariota in the pros is different because Nix is a take what the defense gives you kind of guy, which to me is the definition of can win with. So, yeah.
I'm not going to push back on that too much yet.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it flipping next year if he goes off, which, again, you were just talking about sophomore slumps. He could be in flip a coin next year. We don't know. Jimmy G.
Not it.
So
he's not garbage. He's not
I'm
garbage.
not gonna argue that. He's absolutely just not it.
He's better than Mariota.
I mean, as much as you know I don't like Jimmy G, he's also career backup at this point.
Yeah.
He had starter upside for a few years, and now he's a career backup. And they just signed him to another year deal to be a backup for Matthew Stafford again. Let's move on. That doesn't need to be talked about.
Be honest, not it again.
Mason Rudolph?
Not it.
Come on, bro.
He got a 2-year deal with the Steelers, and obviously they think something of him.
Mason Rudolph? He went back to the Steelers?
2 years.
Oh, my God.
That's their starter as of right now.
Oh, my God. If that's their starter going into next year, I'm pretty excited as a Bengals fan.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. He's garbage.
I think he is like Drew Lock. Like, every year he's dog shit. But, like, the first game he comes out and has to play cleanup for somebody this past year is Will Levis. Will Levis sucked. So he had to come out and play cleanup. The one time he comes out and plays cleanup, he looks like a starter. And then when he's actually the starter the following week, he looks like dog shit.
The biggest moment of his career is when he got hit in the head by Myles Garrett.
Yep, that's what he's going to be known for unless he does something crazy. All right, another career backup.
I don't really need to say anything. He was never. I knew
he's better than these two guys.
I knew when the Bears drafted him that he was terrible, and I knew they made a mistake.
He's better than these two guys. I mean, we've seen Trubisky and Rudolph on the same team with the Steelers. Trubisky looked like dog shit. Mason Rudolph looked like dog shit.
That's easy to say.
Aiden O'Connell, dude.
I haven't seen. I'm gonna
argue. I haven't seen enough.
I haven't seen enough either, but I also don't think it doesn't matter. I've seen. He played with the Raiders. He didn't have a true scheme. I'll say not it. I'll say. Are
you saying haven't seen enough?
It would be in not it, or it would be that. But I'm gonna say
it's to me. It's either he's in this or he's at the top of just not it. Because I think he in the right scheme he would be pretty good. So, but we'll see. Brock Purdy. This is gonna be an argument here. This is gonna be an argument.
The definition of what can win with. He is the definition of it.
I think he's franchise quarterback.
No.
The dude, so by definition, right, this dude is about to get paid $50-something million. That puts him right up there with these guys. Right up there with these guys.
Sold their team to do it, too.
Yeah, he has played better. They destroyed both of these guys. Like, it's not even close in the playoffs when it counts. Even in the regular season, Brock Purdy is better than both of these guys. Like, legitimately.
If you had them three, if you're a GM, you had them three looking at you, you're picking Purdy
Absolutely not. I'm picking Herbert over both of these guys. But that's not the ranking. We're ranking this off of the 24-25 season.
And Purdy also had a way better team around him.
Purdy didn't do very well, but I still think he is a franchise quarterback. But I can concede and put him down here at the top. Yeah. I think he is the stopgap of can win with.
Yeah, I think he's the best quarterback in that bracket. I'm going to be honest. It's just he's also so young. Well, we know we can win with because he went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've seen enough to put him in franchise quarterback or elite yet. I just haven't seen enough. Their O-line was bad last year. I can't criticize him from last year.
You haven't seen enough to put him in franchise? It's 3 years, and he's went to the NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl.
Well, I would say 1 year. Well,
got as many playoff wins as Joe Burrow. I'm just saying.
The NFC Championship game, I'm not, even though I
can't count it against them.
So I can't, and they didn't really do. Yeah, Super Bowl year, I would put him in franchise quarterback. But when they needed to win, he's not Mahomes, he's not Burrow, he's not all these guys. He's just I can win with if you give me the team and you give me the right offensive coordinator.
Superstars around him.
Yeah, he's just can win with.
Yeah, okay, fair. Sam Darnold.
Flip a coin.
He's the definition of flip a coin. We saw it. We saw it the entire year, right? It was every single game was Flip a coin. Is he going to throw for 3 touchdowns, no picks? And then towards the end of the season, what happened? What happened? He played like dog shit. Like the last 3 games of the season, he played like dog shit. Had the first seed right in your hands, and you throw a goose egg. I get it. There was one of those games where he got face masked in the end zone, and it was a bullshit no call. But doesn't matter, man. Like
it don't matter.
The way he played in the playoffs, the way he played at the end of the season, he's a flip a coin.
I would also like to say, too, the reason why I'm flipping coin. I like Sam Darnold more than I would probably argue Colton does. But
yeah,
I also think his career, he went to the Jets. He was a letdown, right? You can blame the Jets. You can blame Sam Darnold. Doesn't matter. He goes to Minnesota, and we've seen a little bit of what we thought Sam Darnold could be. Yes. And then in the playoffs, he took a little bit step back. That's why, to me, he's flip a coin. I definitely think he can win with, but he's got to show that in Seattle first before I'm ready to move him up. So as of 100%. Right now, he's literally just a 50-50 guy.
Do you see what number he's wearing in Seattle?
No.
Number 1, for some reason.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't like that. But
all right, the Tommy DeVito, baby. Come
trash.
On. What?
He's trash.
What do you mean he's trash?
He's just trash.
We have not even seen close to enough Tommy DeVito
to
say he's
sure,
trash.
If you want to be nice because of the story, I agree that no. But he's garbage.
He started 6 games in his entire career.
And he sucked every damn one of them.
No, he hasn't. He's won them like 2 of those games.
He's not impressive.
I'm not saying he is impressive. I'm not. Tommy
DeVito I don't even know if he's a
record started 3-5. Come on now.
Oh yeah.
He started 8 games. Let's see these stats. All right. Look at that against the Washington Commanders, man. 3-0, 1-0, 1-0. He's only thrown 1 interception his entire career. Look at these stats. Oh, 1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception, 91, almost 92 rating. How the hell are you going to call that trash? You can't call that trash. You just simply can't call that trash.
I don't think he's really good, but I'll agree. If he's only played 6 games, that is literally the definition of not seen enough.
Yeah. All right, Flacco.
Washed.
He's washed.
Not it.
He's just not it.
He's better than both of them, too, though.
I mean, he also is kind of the definition of flip a coin, though, at the same time. Because we saw him in the playoffs.
Just with Cleveland.
Played like shit in the playoffs with Cleveland. Every single game he's in, even when he was with the Colts, started 2 or 3 games. It was flip a coin. He's probably going to throw 2 touchdowns and 3 picks.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about Flacco. I like Flacco, but he's not it anymore. Mahomes.
If he was in his prime, it would be literally can win with, too, because the Ravens just carried his ass.
Yes, he was never a franchise quarterback. He got overpaid when he won that Super Bowl. Mahomes! Come on now. We know where this is going.
Yeah.
Right, guys? Right? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. All right. Do we even need to talk about this?
Man, he's already done more than probably all these guys in a career would do. He does have the best head coach to do it with. He does have the best offensive coordinator to do it with, and Andy Reid.
And the best defensive.
He's also had He's also had great defenses around him his whole entire damn career.
Mm-hmm.
He's had everything. He's not Tom Brady, Chiefs fans. I'm sorry, because he's had way more help his entire career than Tom Brady ever has. This year's Chiefs team that you guys are crying
not defensively.
That you guys are crying about this Chiefs team couldn't compete because they were injured and all that. The receivers weren't nobody. Tom Brady won Super Bowls with worse.
Sure.
He's not Tom Brady. He's not even close to Tom Brady. Stop the argument. But he is this 3rd greatest quarterback of all time because he's not better than Joe Montana either.
He's not better than Joe Montana.
So he's the 3rd best quarterback ever. Kyle, he'll be at the top of his list.
Is the argument that he's a 3rd simply because of the amount of success? Is that it? Because I still think Peyton Manning was a better quarterback overall. Just saying.
That's fine. I mean, that's yes. We can have that for a later day. I think success has to play a part of it because I do think success is a team sport too.
Yeah.
But I also think success. I mean, quarterback is the most valuable position in sports. You can't win like that, like how much he does win without him. That gets to a point like, you can get there once Brock Purdy or whatever. Then that's the definition of can win with. But if Brock Purdy does it again, gotta move him up.
Peyton Manning's got the most MVPs of any player in NFL history. He's got 2 Super Bowl wins, 2 Super Bowl losses, so much playoff success. It's like, okay, I get it. All right,
Mahomes is better in the playoffs. Mahomes is better in the Super Bowl. Just simple as that.
Record-wise, but I mean, Peyton Manning.
I'm taking Mahomes over Peyton Manning. I'm personally.
Flip a coin on that one to me.
Yeah.
Minshew. I mean, we have to judge him based off of what we saw.
Not it.
And he's just not it. But he's the best of not it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Best of not. He's got better backup upside than all three of these guys, to me. We saw him as a backup with Philly, played awesome. Saw him as a backup with the Colts.
Right? Awesome one game, by the way. And yes.
And with the Colts, he had them almost in the playoffs, and he made the Pro Bowl with the Colts. I know he was like a 15th alternative, but whatever. Like, I like Minshew, and I think he has actual potential to move up this list. I'm not even gonna lie. I like Gardner Minshew, and him going to be a backup with Mahomes means he's probably just gonna stay right there forever. Jared Goff. Now, I want to preface this. Me and Kyle love Jared Goff. I should say loved. We loved Jared Goff, but we don't know what to feel about him anymore.
Nope.
Is he a can win with, or is he a franchise quarterback, or is he a flip a coin? That's how wide he is.
Yeah. I'll say can win with, and he's the top of can win with.
Okay.
That's as far as I'm going.
Can I argue back and say Purdy's better? He's already had like just as much success. Actually, more. No, just as much. Went to Super Bowl loss. NFC Championship.
I don't think Purdy's a better thrower. I mean, what do we argue? What do you want to? I mean, if you're arguing success, yes. If you want to argue stats, like I don't know what you want to argue off of.
I mean, this is based off of 24 or 25, so.
So Goff shits on him.
But at the same time, if it's only based off of 24 or 25, then he's over Love. That's why I'm saying he could be a flip a coin. He could be a franchise QB.
I'll give you. I would probably rather build my team off Purdy than Goff because Purdy's a lot younger too, and Purdy's already went to Super Bowl.
Yes.
Goff did go to Super Bowl. That was the Rams, to be fair. Mm-hmm. But he also played way worse than
scored
Purdy.
0 points.
He played No, they scored 3. They played way worse.
No, he scored 0 points.
Oh, yeah. So Goff, I'll agree. Goff is okay to win with. I agree that he should have got paid. They could win a Super Bowl with
Lions him. Lions fans, we're sorry. We're sorry. We like Goff. We do like Goff. We've always kind of championed Goff, but that last season, that playoff game against the Commanders, I'm not saying he played awful because you guys scored a lot of points, but there were spurts where he looked like dog shit out there.
3 interceptions, and that's why the Commanders won.
Don't get mad about this Purdy thing because Jared Goff is, 30 years old now?
And Purdy's, 24?
Yeah, like...
That's 30, why.
Yeah.
That's why. Purdy's got a lot more, and it's already done more in his career. Arguably, could have already said he's done the same amount as Jared Goff, and he's got a lot more years to go.
Now we're on to the most controversial quarterback on this list. Because I love this guy, and Kyle hates this guy. And I'll let him go first.
So I think he's literally the flip a coin. You can go out there and he can go out there and lead your team to a comeback and go beat Justin Herbert in the playoffs. Sure, that is Trevor Lawrence, right? But he can also go out there and throw 4 interceptions with 1 touchdown, have a pass rating of 70.1, and then cost his team a game and look like shit. Now, granted, Jags are garbage too. They get some of the slack. I do believe if Lawrence goes to the Packers, he's better than what he is now. But I still think, but I can only judge him what he's done with the Jaguars.
I have a great trade idea, by the way.
So I think can win with. I do like him more than Sam Darnold. I like his upside way more than Sam Darnold. He's younger. And he's just better overall as long as he just stopped turning the ball over. So he's can win with, but he's flip a coin, but he's not on Purdy, Goff, or Bo Nix's level right now.
I don't think I'm ready to put Nix over him just yet. I will concede because where I think he deserves to go.
You're absolutely out of your mind if you think he's a franchise quarterback.
The only reason why is because the money he's making, the performance he had in the playoffs, the comeback, specifically the second half. Man, you're right. I'm just stuck in my ways of judging him based on what he should be instead of judging
Jaguars
him based on what he is.
Done him justice, and you can be like how I am with Bryce Young.
I'll take the L.
You can be like you can of Bryce Young. Like I believe he's not as bad as what people say. I believe the Panthers have failed him. You can have that same argument with Trevor Lawrence. Yeah. You're not wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I think
I'll take the L. All right, I'll take the L.
Good O-line, maybe that's the right thing.
I think Trevor Lawrence is If everything goes right, if everything goes perfectly for them, he's an elite quarterback. That's to me. If everything goes right for him, I think he has elite arm talent. I think he's got elite size, elite athleticism, elite everything except for his decision making. Sometimes it's a little baffling, but whatever. We'll move on. I'll take the L on it.
Yeah, put him right over Mahomes too.
Over?
This year?
You want to? Oh, I guess. Come on, bro.
Absolutely.
Mahomes wins the Super Bowl. Beat him head to head. Come on.
It's not because of Allen. I mean, that's not because anything Allen did. They won that game.
You're saying that entire game was based off of one bad call? That entire game?
Yeah, because I believe the Bills would have won that game.
Come on, bro.
The Bills would have won that game if they would have called that play right. Allen finally would have beat Mahomes. Allen would have done it. It would have been the Eagles. It would have been Eagles and Bills, and I don't even know if the Eagles would have beat the Bills.
You know the Eagles would have beat the Bills.
It would have been what it was.
It would have been a lot closer.
Bro, the Eagles proved that the Chiefs did not deserve to be there, and it's because the Bills got absolutely robbed. Allen was a way better quarterback than Mahomes was last year, and I don't even think it's fucking close.
Yeah, but I mean, we make a little exceptions for other quarterbacks. I think we can make an exception for the best quarterback in the NFL. Come on.
If I had to build my franchise right now, I'm taking Allen over Mahomes. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not. I'm not.
I am that sold on Allen, and the Bills have failed him.
I love Josh Allen. You know I love Josh Allen.
Bills have failed him.
There's only two quarterbacks I accept being put over mine, and we'll get there later. And it's those two right there that are in the elite right now. So, Kirk Cousins
can win with.
Flip a coin.
Sure.
He's a definition of flip a coin. He's over Darnold, though. My eyes.
Yeah.
He has not proven that you can win with, honestly. They lost to the Giants the last playoff game that Kirk Cousins played, and it was embarrassing. So he hasn't even proved that he can win with a good team around him, an elite offense around him. So I don't think we have to talk much more on that. And now the Jets quarterback, Justin Fields. By the way, just saw a tangent. Steelers, come on now. Unless you guys are like big braining a master plan here to get a big quarterback, which is the segue I was hoping for. When I whispered, I have a trade idea, it was Steelers trying to trade for Trevor Lawrence. Imagine Trevor Lawrence with DK Metcalf and George Pickens. And a good run game. And an elite defense. Imagine that. You guys are easily fighting for the Super Bowl. And the 1 seed in the AFC. All that. That's just my idea for a trade, though. Dang. So where do you think Justin Fields should go?
Seen enough.
Haven't seen enough?
Nope. Because I'm not going to judge him at the Bears because they were terrible. And he had to run for his life, and he broke records by running the ball. So he still was impressive. And then he goes to the Steelers. He was 6-1. He had a 90% completion percentage. He was doing well, and they benched him for no fucking reason. So I haven't seen enough. I got to see him actually have a team, give him a chance, and see what he can do. And hopefully the Jets are doing it. He's the best of I'm not seen enough.
Yeah, I'm trying to fix it.
How can you judge Fields? How can you as an NFL fan say Fields sucks or he's elite? You can't.
You can't.
There's nothing you can say about Fields other than I feel bad for him.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have to say much. You know, I'm a Ohio State fan. I love Fields, and I think the right system, he would be an elite quarterback or
I think
franchise
he's going to do fantastic with the Jets. I think Jets are a fringe playoff team.
It's the Jets. It's the Jets. I'm not ready to say anything.
Garrett Wilson.
We thought Kyle, they were my pick for AFC Championship 2 years in a row with Aaron Rodgers.
Rodgers didn't help. I'm sorry.
It was awful.
Justin Fields is not good.
Now the successor. I haven't seen enough, right?
I haven't seen enough.
Yep. But he's at the top.
Yep. No, it's not. Yeah, he is right now.
Yeah, he is.
Right
he's got to be.
Yeah.
He's got to be.
I don't. Yeah, that's fine.
His stats were pretty good for how bad he performed. No O-line.
And he wasn't that bad. He just had no O-line. He's won me a little bit over on Thanksgiving Day against the Lions.
Yeah,
that game was his peak this year, and I liked what I saw.
All right, Ritter.
Dog shit. Just absolutely trash.
I'll put him above Rudolph. just out of respect.
Sure.
I don't think I have to say anything. Yeah, he's dog shit. Hurts. This is going to be very controversial for a lot of you.
Not for me. I like that order. That's fine. I like Allen 1, Mahomes 2 here, and Hurts 3 here. But yes, I agree. I'll take it.
No, I don't agree he's 3, but then we're just going in order from here. He
No,
is
I
the
know,
elite
I'm just saying
quarterback.
right now.
No, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the audience. Come at me in the comments. I don't care. I really don't care. He's been fringe top 6, top 7 for me the last 3 years, and he goes and he does what he did against the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. That playoff run was crazy. He's awesome. He's the best. He's arguably the best leader in the NFL as a quarterback. He is incredibly intelligent. His physical traits are insane. He just needs a little bit of improvement at actually throwing the ball accurately. That's it. That's it. If he gets that, the dude's a top 3, top 4 quarterback. So come at me. I don't care.
So I debate this a lot with other people. A lot. It's how you guys want to view it. If you guys consider winning just a team stat and nothing to do with the player itself, you guys will have a problem with this list. If you consider winning a lot to do with the quarterback, which I do to a certain extent, Hurts, there's no better winner in the NFL in terms of playoff and regular season than Hurts and Mahomes. It's 1A, 1B, and it would be Mahomes A and Hurts B. He has 8 playoff wins. He wins all these regular season games. He's had a new coordinator every year in his NFL. He's never had the same coordinator. Went to 2 Super Bowls. Outplayed Mahomes twice. He's name a player in the league other than Baker Mayfield. He has a winning record against him other than Baker Mayfield. He's beaten Allen. He's beaten Burrow. He's beaten Mahomes. He's beaten Herbert. What do you want from him? He's a 2-time Super Bowl appearance, 1-time Super Bowl champion, 1-time Super Bowl MVP.
Yep.
If that's not top 5, then I don't know what the hell you guys are doing.
Yep. I don't get it. But we'll move on. And now we got Toddler on crack. I mean, Kyler Murray. Sorry about that.
Can win with, and I'll argue this. I love Kyler Murray. Can win with. He's not a flipper coin.
No, he's not flipping coin.
He's better than Lawrence. He's better than Bo Nix. But he's not better in golf. He's not better than Purdy.
Yeah, I think that's exactly my thoughts too. Physical traits, we know he throws like one of the best deep balls in the NFL, but he is just a huck it up there and hope somebody comes down with it. But he doesn't have
scrambling quarterback like in a pocket. Best scrambler.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Mahomes, probably the best. But in terms of just running around and dodging defenders, yeah, he's him and Lamar are on a different level. Yeah, we like Kyler Murray around here.
Stay healthy, really.
Tua, talk about stay healthy. Tua.
Can I just put him in flipper coin because of his health?
No. Yeah.
He's flipper coin. He's flip
a coin with franchise QB upside.
So I love Tua. First of all, I love Tua. I think he's a great deep ball. I think he's good. I like Tua a lot. But I accept the reality that Dolphins are just terrible. And the Dolphins don't care about his health. The Dolphins don't care anything about Tua. They don't protect him. I don't like their coach. Mm-hmm. I don't like anything about his situation. He should have just left that team and not signed that contract extension. So it's his fault at this point. If he stays healthy, he's franchise quarterback. He's just as good as Herbert if he stays healthy, in my opinion. Just not the physical traits. That's it. But he's not going to stay healthy, and I'm tired of saying it. Mm-hmm. It's either retire or just keep being hurt, Tua. And I hate to sound like that. But
controversial opinion, but I don't think he should retire. I think he should protect himself more. I think whatever he does in the offseason, there's a lot of people out there that defend his actions. He's a football player. He's going to go out there. He's going to do this thing. He's going to do whatever it takes to win. Come on, man. You're a quarterback and you know you're the backbone of your organization, the franchise. Stop doing that stupid shit. Stop doing it. Josh Allen does it because he's 6'5", 260 pounds.
Hell,
Tua's not. Like, come on. Just use your brain.
I would like to say this to the audience. I would say Tua is better than Lawrence, but to be fair, we are doing this together and we're compromising. He would be above Lawrence to me. I would take Tua over Lawrence. But in this list,
that's controversial.
The physical trait of Lawrence, he likes more, and Lawrence has had way less injuries than Tua. So there is an argument for that.
And playing through injuries, Lawrence.
And playing through injuries. So
Lawrence is a dog.
I like Tua more than Lawrence, So you're going to see flip a coin for him, Lawrence. But you remember, I said Lawrence is flip a coin for me as well, just behind Tua.
Yeah. Yeah. Russell Wilson.
Not it.
Really?
He's just not it. I'm sorry.
Nah, dude, he's better than all these guys. And he's better.
He's not better than Sam Darnold. If you want to go flip a coin, that's fine. But he's the last to flip a coin.
I don't think you can say he's not it, but he is the definition of flip a coin. He lost 5 games in a row to end the season.
He never started. He was never better than Justin Fields. Not at one point in this fucking season.
He had a couple games. He had a couple games where he popped off.
When there wasn't enough film of what he was doing with the Steelers yet. And then once the teams knew what he was doing with the Steelers, locked, done, garbage.
Yeah. He made the Bengals defense at the end of the year look good.
That was his only game, and that's what people keep talking about. It's like, dude, I'm not.
That was the game he looked amazing against us.
Yeah,
I was talking about the last game.
But literally anybody that was comparable at playing quarterback shit on the Bengals defense last year.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not Wilson didn't do anything special. That was just the Bengals being stupid.
Yeah, he threw for what 400 something yards, 460 yards against. It was crazy. All right, Derek Carr. Got your little harsh on.
He's really? Yes, he's growing me. So shout out to Mooney. If you watch this, you changed my opinion a little bit on Carr. I'll say he can win with. And the Saints, he's taking an ass beating, and he deserves better. And then let's think about this, audience. Can you guys name me a franchise that he's played with that he's ever had a fair shot? Because he went to the Raiders, and I mean, no O-line, and they sucked. He still had he had a great season with them still.
Mm-hmm.
But playing with that garbage-ass organization. You tell me who's been good with the Raiders the last 5 years. I'll wait. Exactly. Yeah. And nobody has any weapon. Like, unless when a lot of it went down, all of his weapons last year went down.
Literally all of them.
And then when they were all healthy, Derek Carr was playing great. The Saints were a good team. And then they all got hurt and they sucked. But it's not because of Derek Carr.
For 3 weeks, their offense was elite.
Yeah. It's not because of Derek Carr. That's why they sucked. He got injured. I mean, Saints just failed him.
Another guy.
You wanted him to take a pay cut.
Another guy that's super, super gritty and plays through injuries. Yeah. This dude is he's a man. He's straight up a man. I don't think he's a can win with. I know he hasn't had any franchises that he can win with. But I haven't seen enough to say that he's a can win with. And he's not better than Tua.
He's not better than Tua, but him and Lawrence are about tied for me.
Fair.
I would take Lawrence because he's younger. So he's behind Lawrence
physical traits.
And can win with. But I do like Carr.
I'll let you control this pick. You know what? How about this? You get to choose where this player goes, and I won't argue against it.
He is the top of can win with. He's not a franchise quarterback. Because here's what I'll say. I know this is going to sound hypocritical because Love's beat him in the playoffs, so I don't need to defend Love over Prescott. Herbert and Prescott, you're thinking, why is Herbert ahead of him? He's younger and he's got a lot more time. He's got a lot more time to be ahead of Prescott. Prescott's been in the league, 13 years? 10 years? Was it 10 to 13 years? He's been in the league for a long
2016 is when he got drafted.
Sorry, he's been in the league, 10 years? So...
9. This is his ninth season.
Okay, I'm sorry. So been in a year for 9 years. He's got 3 playoff wins or 2?
3.
3 playoff wins, 0 NFC Championship appearances, 0 Super Bowls. Just puts up good stats in the playoffs and then fails in the regular season playoffs. He is literally just a regular season quarterback. It's always been his whole entire career. If you want to look at stats and touchdown and interception ratio in the regular season, he's elite. But that's not all what makes an elite quarterback. You put Mahomes, Hurts, and Allen in the playoffs, they're doing a lot more for their team than Dak Prescott is. Only one I'll give you an argument is Herbert, but I will take Herbert because he's a better passer. He's more physical. I like his upside more. He's got a lot more time to prove that he's better than Prescott. Prescott's been in the league for a long time. We know what we're getting out of Prescott every single year. And he's had weapons his whole entire career. He's had one of the better O-lines his whole entire career until now. He's still got CeeDee Lamb, had Zeke with him, always had good defenses. And he still couldn't get over the hump. He's can win with definition today, might win NFC title. That's it.
Okay. Audience, I want you to let me know what you think. I'm not a Cowboys hater. I'm not a Cowboys fan. I'm in the middle on the Cowboys. He's an Eagles fan, so take everything he just said with a grain of salt. Personally, I'm putting him a franchise quarterback, and not only that, I'm putting him above Love. For me, personally. But I'm also going to be okay with you putting him at the top of can win with. I'm okay with it. Don't love it. I'm okay with it.
Garbage. I've seen enough. So.
Get the fuck out of here. You need to, not only do you need to watch him with a blindfold, you need to sanitize that blindfold afterwards. Sanitize it multiple times. Dunk it in a pool of isopropyl alcohol. Not 92% alcohol, 95. 95% alcohol. To rid yourself of that. I'm sorry. I feel bad for you Browns fans. I really do.
No, I don't.
Half of
Should
you.
have paid him.
Half
Should
of
have paid
you.
him. No.
Okay? This half, fuck y'all supporting him in the bullshit.
Paid him.
This half, the people that didn't want him to begin with, I support you guys. As a Bengals fan, I feel bad for that half. The other half, fuck y'all.
Shout out, Luke. Remember when you said Deshaun Watson was better than Jalen Hurts? You still feel that way?
Is this Zach Wilson or Russell Wilson?
It's Zach Wilson. He was a backup for Broncos last year.
Oh yeah, he just signed a $6 million deal too to come back as their backup.
No, he's not their backup. He signed somewhere else. I think it was the Dolphins.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, he's garbage. Next.
Come on, man. Don't do him like that.
He's garbage.
No. Nobody.
He's garbage.
No, he hasn't played. He hasn't played for the Broncos, right? And we've only seen him with the Jets, who suck. Aaron Rodgers couldn't save that team. They looked better with Zach Wilson, except for towards the end of the season when
sure, I mean,
Aaron
you want a guy
Rodgers
that can throw
started
the
to get
ball only 5
truly
yards
healthy.
And can't throw a ball past 50
We
yards.
haven't seen enough. We haven't seen enough.
Sure.
That's what I'm going to argue. Bailey Zappi.
He's garbage too.
Yeah, he's bad. He's not better than Mason Rudolph. He had a couple good games with the Patriots. Where did he go? He just went to another team.
He
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It really doesn't matter.
It was the Browns.
It was the Browns. He was a backup on the Browns. Now he's a backup wherever the hell he is.
Yep.
All right. Are we ready? Are we on the same page here?
Problem is 1 year.
Doesn't matter.
He's franchise quarterback. He's not elite.
He's a franchise quarterback. He's absolutely at the back end franchise quarterback.
No, he's the top of.
He's the top.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
You know what?
Yeah, I do.
Neither of these quarterbacks you could see winning a Super Bowl because of them.
Yep.
Daniels, if he wins a Super Bowl, it's
took the
because of him.
shitty ass Commanders with no defense to the NFC Championship game.
Pretty bad of the line too.
When don't Herbert and Love do that for once? 1 year and Daniel Jones done more than both of them.
Daniel Jones.
I gotta be fair.
Shane Daniels.
Shane Daniels. I gotta be fair.
Yeah.
Fuck him, but I gotta be fair.
Yeah. Absolutely. He's a top 6, top 7 quarterback already.
Absolutely.
And what did I tell you, Kyle? What did I tell you? There's only 2 quarterbacks that if I wasn't allowed to have my quarterback, I would choose, and Jaden Daniels is one of them.
You go ahead in the comment section and say Jaden Daniels is better than Jalen Hurts. I'd love to just flame anybody that has that argument right now too.
We'll see.
Flame him.
He's a better thrower already. No, I'm kidding.
But we've seen him head to head and Hurts beat him.
Whatever. All right. Anthony Richardson.
I'm ready to say he's garbage, but you can do whatever you want.
I'm not ready, but I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence of him being.
He's so bad, dude. Like, I don't know what anybody sees in that dude.
I can't say we've seen enough just yet.
Sure. To be fair, sure.
He played, 13 games in college. He played 4 games his rookie season. He played 10 games last year, 12 games last year, something like that. Give him a full healthy season, and he's going to have to battle Daniel Jones in camp this year. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Jameis Winston should have been the starter for the Browns the entire year.
Not it.
He's just not it. He's I don't think he's as good as Gardner Minshew.
I do. But
he's more fun than Gardner Minshew. That's for damn sure. Watching him on the field is flipping a coin. The definition of flipping a coin. He is 30 for 30, right? But 30. I think his starting days are past him. He's just not it. Sam Howell.
I haven't seen enough of him yet.
We saw a full season and he looked good for the Commanders. He really
Personally,
did
if I
look
was
good.
Seahawks, just let him be your starter. I wouldn't have went and paid Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I had the same mentality. I didn't understand why like Seahawks fans were panicking about quarterback. I haven't seen enough. I do think he could be and flip a coin after this year if he has any starting potential in him at all this year. What do you think about this guy?
He's behind Dak Prescott and Cam Winworth.
Okay, that's exactly where I was going to put him. I thought you were going to say he's a franchise quarterback because I know you love Baker. I love Baker. We share a birthday, April 14th. Actually, when was he born?
He's close to being better than Jordan Love, but I think Jordan Love's upside is just too much for me to pass on.
Okay, he's 29.
He's only 29 too, which is crazy.
Only? I felt like we were the same age, but no, he's older than me. Yeah. No, I love Bake.
I really wish Jordan Love was in Cam Winworth. I just don't. I just have a hard time seeing a franchise quarterback.
If you look at all of these other guys coming up, you automatically have to put him in franchise quarterback. You automatically do.
Yeah. I guess, yeah.
Kenny Pickett.
Not it.
I'm going to say we haven't seen enough.
I mean, Browns maybe might give him that chance. Doubt it, but sure. That's fine.
Well, I'm not saying I'm going to put him there. I'm just saying I haven't seen enough. But maybe you can make the decision.
He's just not it. He's not horrible because he did not play horrible when he had to play for us. He's just not it for me.
I haven't personally seen enough, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there. He's played multiple seasons now. He's had a full season with the Steelers, had most of a season with the Steelers before, and then he's been a backup.
That's why he's a backup.
Yeah, maybe I have seen enough. I'm talking myself into it. He's just not it. Stroud. Lock in.
He's behind Justin Herbert in franchise quarterback.
You think he's above Love?
Yes. It was reversed for me going into the season.
I won't argue that.
But he's now above Love because his weapon. You know what? His weapons are slightly better, but his O-line was worse. But he had a better defense.
He also didn't have a fully healthy receiving core at all, just like Love didn't last year either.
Anybody that wants to argue Love and Stroud, I want you to understand this. I love Jordan Love, but let's keep this in mind why Stroud is ahead of him. None of you knew who Nico Collins was until C.J. Stroud threw in the ball, and C.J. Stroud's made Nico Collins elite, and that's why a lot of you guys want to make him a top 10 quarterback, and he wouldn't have been a top 10 quarterback without C.J. Stroud. That's not an opinion either.
Wide receiver, not quarterback.
He was not that good at Michigan. No one thought of him in anything when you guys drafted him into Texans. Stroud got to know his receivers, and Stroud made him elite.
What was his draft year? Do you know?
I'm going to say it's probably 2021.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who was in that class?
Was it Jamar Chase?
Yep.
It was Jamar Chase, CeeDee Lamb. No, CeeDee Lamb was a year.
CeeDee Lamb was 2020.
Older, younger. No. Yeah. No.
2020.
Yep. It was Chase. Shit.
Come on, bro. Back-to-back picks. Chase and who? Guys, he's an Eagles fan, too. Just letting you know.
Oh, no, I don't remember. Why do I not remember right now?
Devontae Smith.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit.
So he was in a class with Devontae, Jamar Chase. He got picked before Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I do like Nico a lot, and he likes to say this a lot, where it's just like CJ Stroud made him. I think Nico was good all along. He was good at Michigan too. I don't know where this came from. And no, I didn't just hear about Nico Collins because of Stroud. So I knew about Nico Collins coming out of the draft.
You can ask Michigan fans. He was nothing impressive. You can look at his stats. He was nothing impressive.
He was nothing crazy, but at the same time, how many Ohio State wide receivers get drafted that weren't crazy in college? Like Michael Thomas wasn't anything crazy in college. Terry McLaurin wasn't anything crazy in college, and they come out in the NFL and they ball.
They both were way better than Nico Collins.
Not in college, they weren't. They weren't much
Yes,
better. They really weren't
Absolutely.
much better. But yeah, I like Stroud there. We're gonna do a wide receiver ranking soon, so just stay tuned for that. Oh, you know what? We're like 50 minutes into this. Hit the like button, subscribe for more football stuff, music reactions. Hopefully, gonna start doing movie reactions soon. That's a whole logistical nightmare when it comes to editing and everything. Yeah, hit that like button. Talk in the comments where you guys would put these quarterbacks. Honestly, talk shit to us. We can take it. I mean, we're football fans. We can take shit talking. All right, back to the video. Come on, man. I'm gonna go in real quick on Smith. I hate Geno Smith. Not a hate as a person. I hate him as a quarterback because he's like the worst flip a coin you can have, where it's more like 35% he might give you a good game, and then the other 65% is shitty game. I have never liked Geno Smith as a starter, and I've always thought that that one season he had absolutely carried him. I just don't get it. I don't get the hype. I really don't get the hype behind Geno Smith. Maybe you can convince me.
I don't think he's good, but I don't think he's dog shit. I think he's flip a coin because you can't. I don't know if I guess can win with means they won a couple playoff games. He ain't. Flip a coin. He could go out there and be horrible, and he can go out there and play like Tua. He's just, I think he's better than Russell Wilson.
I don't like him nearly as much as I like Russell Wilson. If I had both of these guys, if I had all three of these guys in a lineup in front of me, I'm picking Sam Darnold, but I'm picking Geno Smith last. So
I think that's 1A, 1B in terms of who I don't want, but can win with.
All right.
I mean, yeah, he's elite, but we're going to argue where you're going to put him.
LJ era 8.
Yeah, that disgusts me.
It's not because of success. We know that Lamar has a lot of success, not nearly as much as Jalen Hurts. To me, he's just a better football player. He's a more electrifying football player. He's God's gift to the football field. He is the funnest quarterback in the NFL to watch. And not only that, the only knock people had on him was what, Kyle?
He's not good at playoffs.
No, the knack was he couldn't throw the ball. And now he comes out back-to-back seasons looking like a top 5 thrower of the ball, the best running quarterback in the NFL, the best the best running around, making plays possible superstar in the NFL. But I'll hear an argument for Hurts over him.
So, here's my thing. You guys, look, I love Lamar. Okay, I get called a Lamar hater. I'm not a Lamar hater. I'm just a Lamar realist. Lamar is the greatest regular season quarterback of all time. If this was a regular season only list, he's well over Allen, Mahomes, Hurts. He shit on all of them in terms of stats. But that's not all what makes an elite quarterback. Elite quarterback, you got to pay a quarterback top 5 money, and you got to go win Super Bowls with them. You got to go win multiple playoff games with them. You got to win AFC championship games for Lamar's case. Lamar has zero AFC title game appearances.
No, he has one.
0.
He also gets the Chiefs 17-10.
Sorry. He has 1 AFC title game appearance. He lost. He's never been in the Super Bowl. He's never been back to AFC championship games since Mahomes beat him.
A lot of people
5 playoff wins, 4 playoff wins?
Yeah, something like that. A lot of people argue though that that AFC Championship game loss isn't on him. He didn't play amazingly, but they also didn't run the ball.
Problem I have with I think Lamar's so great in the regular season, and he wows people's minds that we want to find excuses for him all the time when he loses in the playoffs. Every year I say it. Lamar's going to be the best regular season quarterback, and then when he gets to the playoffs, Colton, what do we say every year? What do we say every year?
I don't say it. You do.
He fails in the playoffs every year.
I'm not saying he's a.
His team does something wrong, just a little thing, and we want to say,
I'll defend
Ravens did it, not Lamar.
I defend him. I will defend him on it. You know that.
If you're going to rate this as a regular season quarterback, then Lamar's better than Hurts. But if I'm going to pay 2 quarterbacks $50 million, I want a ring, and I want NFC Championship games, AFC Championship wins. Well, then, I want more playoff wins. Hurts is better than Jackson.
It's that. But, it's really not, though. It's really not like if this is off a success, sure. But it's like if you're talking about a football player, Hurts is not the third best quarterback in the league.
Lamar has costed his team more games in the playoffs than Josh Allen ever has. Ever has.
I'm not going to disagree with that. That's why
Allen
I said, Bills is consistently
failed
above him.
Allen. Bills failed Allen. Allen doesn't fail the Bills. Lamar has failed the Ravens in the playoffs multiple times.
When?
Multiple times. They failed when they lost to the Titans that one year.
No, that wasn't him.
What I was to say was, but it's first of all, hold on.
Come on, bro. Like again, this is the thing. They get away from the run game in the playoffs. The play calling becomes atrocious, and John Harbaugh is to blame. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Like Ravens fans, I'm a Bengals fan, so you could probably sit here, oh fuck the fat Bengals fan, oh blah blah blah. Hey, come on, Lamar Jackson is not the reason you're losing playoff games, and he's only been the reason probably against the Bills in 2020 or 2021, whenever it was.
Lamar Jackson's playoff stats are 1,753 yards, 84.6 passing percentage, and 10 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in the playoffs. That is mid as fuck.
Pretty mid, yeah.
There's nothing elite about him in the playoffs.
But if you're just talking about his stats all across, yeah, sure. But what are his stats in specific games?
So his first playoff game ever, he had 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, had 194 yards passing. Fine, that's an okay game.
And who's he playing?
Your second game, I think, was
the Titans?
2018. So was that the Titans?
I don't know. I don't think so.
They don't say on here. It just doesn't show that. It just shows the stats. Second game, he had 365 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. You can argue that wasn't a very good game with the 2 interceptions.
I mean,
third playoff game, he had 341 yards, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. That's dog shit.
340 something yards.
0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Again, what's the game though? What was the result of the game?
It was 2020, so you would have to look up 2020.
But why is Lamar Jackson throwing for 341 yards, Kyle?
But he's having turnovers.
Why is he throwing that much?
He is a good thrower of the football.
How many times did he throw in that game?
Hold on, I got you right here.
How many attempts?
So 2018, he played the Chargers. They lost an AFC wildcard. And then the next year, they played an AFC divisional. They lost.
The Titans.
They played against the Titans. Third year.
But what, dude? You're not answering my question. How many attempts did he have?
He had 29 attempts his first year, 59 attempts his second year.
What?
He had 31 completions. 31 of them were completed in the second year.
He threw the ball 59 times in a playoff game. This is what I'm talking about. We're blaming Lamar Jackson. Why is he throwing the ball that much? You're a run-first team. You've always been a run-first team. You make anybody who's not comfortable throwing the ball that much throw the ball that much, they're going to make mistakes. It's just simple math. Run the fucking ball. Just like the AFC Championship game the year before last. Run the fucking ball. Like, come on. You guys were the number 1 rushing team that year when you played the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. You put up 10 points. You're pathetic. This was bad play calling. Lamar Jackson is an elite quarterback that can't be completely relied on to carry his team. And that's what separates him from the top 2. Hurts cannot be relied on to carry his team either. That's my argument here.
I don't agree.
How? He has never had to have a game put on his back.
That's not true. He's had 2 great teams with him. Right? And 2021, what did he do?
2021, he lost in the first round of the playoffs against the Buccaneers. Yes.
They went. Oh, so it might have been 2021, 2022 season where he went to the Super Bowl and lost to the Chiefs.
That's 2022, 2023 season.
Sorry. So they lost to the Chiefs 2022.
Yes, he did
not.
What
did he do that run?
You're going to say he got the Super Bowl put on his back, but he didn't.
Hold on.
He had 2 push touchdowns. That's not putting the team on his back. Like the Eagles have never needed an elite quarterback to win these games.
Well, Jalen Hurts is a better overall passer in the playoffs with a 96.9 completion percentage in the playoffs.
No one has 96.9% completion percentage. Why do you keep saying
96.9?
No one has that high of a passer rating. That's
rating.
completely different from completion percentage.
And against the Chiefs, he threw the ball 58 times.
And what were his stats? Like one passing touchdown, right? Or is it 2?
579 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 96.9 passer rating.
That's not one game. He did not throw 579 yards in a game.
I want to say it was something crazy. He had 387. He had 48 attempts, 32 completed.
He ran. He threw
2 passing touchdowns.
He threw 38 times. He had a 71.1 completion percentage, 304 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, with a rating of 103.4. Very good. Not saying it's not good.
That would be Lamar Jackson's best.
But the team's not on his back. That's what I'm arguing. The team is completely on the game, on the back of the running team.
So that's what I'm saying. So Jalen Hurts, when he wins, the team ain't on his back. You just said Lamar Jackson, when he's on its team, the team relies on him, correct? He puts the team on his back. So how come every time that same quarterback...
No, that's actually the opposite of what I said.
Oh, you said they don't?
I said there's a reason why he's not with Mahomes and Allen.
So you don't think that Lamar has to put the team on his back? Because I would argue he does.
In a lot of instances, he does, but way more than Hurts does. That's the argument here.
And he also loses them way more games than Hurts does too.
Because he doesn't have the rest of the team to back him up. You guys
did this year.
No, they had the number.
Did this year.
No, he didn't. He had the number 19 defense in the league. You had the number 1. He had the number 2, or no, he had like the number 13 O-line overall, like one of the best pass blocking O-lines. Why was it one of the best pass blocking O-lines? Because of him. The amount of running around he does increases their pass blocking PFF scores. Go look at every single score on PFF or grading from anyone on these individual games. His O-line's not that good. It's enough. It's enough for him. The Eagles have so many more weapons. Derrick Henry is the only one on any of their level. Tight end is the only thing he has you guys beat at a position. And it's not that far apart. Dallas Goedert just can't stay healthy. When they're both on the field, him and Mark Andrews are similar fucking tight ends. Wide receiver 1, not close. Wide receiver 2, not close. His number 1 wide receiver would be your wide receiver 3. I don't know what you want from Lamar Jackson. He's elite. He's the elite of elite when it comes to how good of a football player he is.
He's elite. That will not make it to the AFC. That will not win an AFC title game or win a Super Bowl.
If they would get him true weapons, just like Mahomes has, Allen has, Burrow has, Hurts has, I guarantee you he's in the Super Bowl.
So did Allen have a better wide receiver core than Lamar this year?
No. Kyle, but that literally, my argument is so...
Allen beat Lamar.
My entire argument is so sound based on that. Why do you think Allen's above him? Allen is above him.
I don't know how. I mean, we can leave it, but Hurts is going to have a way better career than Lamar Jackson. I just don't like it.
Let's go to the audience. If you guys please go to the comments. Let us know what you think of this debate. This has been a 15-minute long debate about these two players. Let us know what you guys think. We want to hear it. We want the discourse. We want to talk about it in the comments. But we're going to move on. This video is going to be an hour and a half if we don't. Actually, it might be an hour and a half. Daniel Jones. Garbage? He had a 27-7 season, didn't he? And then won a playoff game.
You know what? What's his running ability? He might be just not it. He's nothing more now. He's just not it.
Sure. Dude, I'm weirdly like with Daniel. I'm so weird with Daniel Jones. I don't think we've seen enough, and that's weird for me to say. Because again, it's the same argument I have for Zach Wilson. It's the New York Giants, brother. They're dog shit. We haven't seen enough. offensive line has been consistently one of the worst. And I get it. He's not Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's making it work with a terrible O-line, 31st ranked O-line in the league. I get it. But he's not Joe Burrow. So I don't know if we can hold it fully against Daniel Jones. I'd like to see him in a good system. And I think he could beat out Richardson this year for that starting role.
He is going to be their starter.
All right, that's a bold prediction. But Will Levis, I'll let you talk about him.
I haven't seen enough.
Really?
Yeah, because I know you guys are like, I'm not saying he's perfect. He has the Trevor Lawrence syndrome where he just throws the ball up in the air. But they had one of the worst lines ever witnessed, and their left and right tackle suck. And he was on his ass more times than I could count. So their O line's terrible, and he's not Joe Burrow where he can make up for a good O line, for a horrible O line. He's not Lamar Jackson, he can run around. He's not Kyler Murray, who can run around. He's a pocket passer, and he's a good O line. I'm not saying he's a superstar. I'm not saying that at all with Will Levis. He's just not had a fair chance at Tennessee. In my opinion.
I'm just saying they had the best guard in the year before's draft, Peter Skoronski, at left guard, and then they drafted the second best right tackle.
I can't remember who it is. Is it the right or left tackle? Look at his PFF story.
J.C. Latham.
I don't know if it's Latham or the other guy, but it's something. It's crazy. I don't know if it's J.C. Latham.
Pretty average pass blocking.
So who's the other guy?
Very slightly. I believe he was a right tackle for Alabama. I don't know if they drafted him to play right tackle though.
Oh, dude, is it left tackle? Just because I want people to see this because I know it's something bad. Oh my god. Fuck.
That's
their whole O line.
They didn't have Kevin Zeitler, did they?
Yeah.
They did not have Kevin Zeitler.
Maybe they're counting him because he's now new. Maybe I don't know.
Hold on. Who did Kevin Zeitler play for? The Lions, yeah, no.
So they're just adding him because he's with them now.
No, that's just wrong. Bro, here we go. By the way, yeah, I know. Their O-line was dog shit, but they also have some very good pieces. Oh yeah, Lloyd Cushenberry, they have a good center. I know his grades aren't the best, but I would argue that this is a situation where the quarterback makes the O-line look worse. I'm not going to lie to you. Here's Skoronski. I mean, below average on that. Pass block is almost elite status.
There's a guy in the red right there. That's 47, whatever the hell.
Andrew Rupchich.
Yeah.
Okay. Andrew Rupchich. If that is the guy, 17 is crazy. That might be the lowest grade I've ever. I mean, there's a 7.2 here.
Yeah,
I don't think that's not all. That's not all in the Titans. I don't think. Yeah. See, this is weird. 2024. J.C. Latham here. Yeah, he was solid for a rookie.
Latham was their best offensive lineman.
Why can I not? Oh, 2023. Here's Skoronski. Pass ball. Dude, like, how can, like, I don't think you can argue they're the worst in the league. But they are definitely towards the bottom. All I'm saying is, I think I've seen enough of Will Levis that I gotta watch him with blindfolds on. But I'll put him in haven't seen enough, because maybe if he does have an elite O-line, which the Titans are actually, they could have an elite O-line next year with how many moves they've made. So, Aaron Rodgers.
Going.
I think it's time that, like, he's done. I think we need to fold him up, get him out of here, ship him out of here, retire, Rodgers, go on your ayahuasca trips and your darkness retreats and walking on the beach and feeling sorry for yourself. You're done. I'll respect you. You're a Hall of Famer. I've always loved watching you. I thought you throw the prettiest ball in the NFL. Joe Burrow throws the second prettiest ball in the NFL, and he said he watched your film to study throwing motion. So, got a lot of respect for Aaron Rodgers, but it's over. It's over. Just hang it up. Where do you think he should go?
Well, this is my list. It'd be Allen, Burrow, Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar.
Since I did your quarterback dirty to you, which we'll see what the audience thinks, I'll let you pick my quarterback. Where do you think he should go?
He's behind Allen, but he's definitely better than Lamar Jackson. I don't want to hear any argument of that.
I will not listen to fuck you Ravens fans. I'm going to be honest, fuck you Ravens fans. Like, I don't care if this video gets age restricted because of that. I don't care. Lamar Jackson is not on Burrow's level. He's been in the league for 2 more years, has less playoff wins. Sure, head-to-head success, don't care. It's a team sport. They play team v team. But when it comes to putting your fucking team on someone's back, who's better in the league?
Burrow's not close.
Look at what he did this year.
But that's how I feel with Hurts, though.
No.
Like, Burrow
has weapons.
That's why people say Lamar's better than Burrow because the head-to-head. We see Lamar beat Burrow all the time. It's like, you guys look at what the glass half fucking full. That's not true.
Wait, what?
A lot of people think Lamar's better than Burrow because they head-to-head success. They both think they're elite, but how do you separate them? Well, Lamar kicks the shit out of Burrow every year in terms of win-loss record to each other.
Oh, you're not arguing against this. You're not arguing.
No, I'm just saying that's so. Like both Burrow and Hurts in the last 3 years, other than winning regular season MVPs, have destroyed Lamar and just winning and taking their team to the promised land, which that's what their owners pay them to do.
Burrow has had a 9-8 record the last 2 seasons.
Was it because of Burrow?
100%, I agree.
Lamar's never had to go through what Burrow's ever had to go through, ever.
But here's the thing, right? The reason why, so we know Burrow's situation, he's got elite weapons, right? But he has the worst O-line in football, if not 31st in football.
It's never been good in his whole career.
His entire career, never been good. He took the literal... They took literally the worst O-line in football to the Super Bowl and almost won it. Was one play away from winning it. Lamar Jackson has never had to deal with that. Jalen Hurts has never had to deal with that.
Never had to deal with that,
but tenfold. Even compared to Lamar, he's never had to deal with what Lamar's had to deal with. Lamar doesn't have the weapons or the O-line that Hurts does. And that's why I have to argue Lamar's ahead of him. Success, you win the argument. Success, he's above Allen, Burrow, Jackson. You win that argument. But Jalen Hurts, until I see him in a position where the team has to be on his back, he doesn't have the best weapons. I'm not holding against him in terms of having the weapons. I'm just saying he can't be better than the guys that have a worse situation and have performed better than him.
I don't know how you can say they perform better than him and neither one have a ring.
That's it, though. But that's like the argument that I'm trying to make is Jalen Hurts is... He's a franchise quarterback, but he's elite because of the success. He's not, bro. So my argument is Herbert with the Eagles would win a Super Bowl. Jordan Love with the Eagles would win a Super Bowl. CJ Stroud with the Eagles would win a Super Bowl. Plug any of the franchise quarterbacks and the elite quarterbacks into the Eagles and they're winning a Super Bowl. That's my argument.
Dog mentality like hers does. They
bro, come on.
Bro, there is something about being such a good leader and being a dog mentality that carries your team. That's not spoken enough. Lamar would get to the Super Bowl if he was a better leader like Jalen Hurts.
I don't think they've had the teams to do it, man. I really don't.
They had a team this year to play the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
No, they
had this team this year. They had a team.
Well,
their defense was playing very good the last 5 weeks of the season.
Their best wide receiver was hurt in the playoffs. And we're talking they might have even gotten to the fucking Super Bowl with kind of a bad team
if Mark Andrews
makes the fucking catch.
But before that, why was the Bills beating him so bad? Lamar fumbled out of thin air, and he threw a terrible interception.
He makes mistakes sometimes. He absolutely does.
That's why they lost. That's the end of the day. They would have never been in that situation where Mark Andrews dropped the ball there if Lamar would have done what he needed to do.
But that doesn't mean, like, that's the reason they lost. The one reason you could point to is the Mark Andrews drop. That is the one reason you could point to.
Mark Andrews deserves credit for that loss, too. It's 50-50 to me.
I don't think so. I think it's 99% on Mark Andrews.
We're going to send death threats to Mark Andrews and Ravens fans, but your quarterback failed you, too.
You can't send death threats to Lamar Jackson.
I'm not saying that either. I'm not saying.
I'm saying there's no reason to send death threats to Lamar Jackson. There's no reason to send death threats. Okay, none. Yeah. There's no reason. It's sports. It's entertainment. Like, I mean, come on, you Eagles fans know. Come on, come the fuck on. You guys do it way too often. You guys, Jalen Hurts, he's one bad game away from Eagles fans throwing a brick through his window. Okay,
not now.
Okay, even then, he still is. You guys are crazy. But yeah. Brother, you know I like Hurts. He's just not as elite of a quarterback as Jackson, Burrow, Allen, or Mahomes.
It's just hard for me to say when he has a ring.
Sure, but that's not the argument here.
I'll give you that, Allen and Burrow. Like, I'm not going to say he's better than Allen and Burrow. I told you that. But I'll argue about Lamar all day.
You can argue with a wall. No, I'm playing.
That's fine. I'm probably in a very minority on it. I'll take it. I'll take it on a chin.
You are in the minority. I believe you're in the minority. Eagles fans, trust me. I've been championing Hurts since you drafted him. I literally have been championing him since you drafted him. All of you Eagles fans hated that you drafted him in the second round. Carson Wentz this, Carson Wentz that. I was like, that guy's that's your franchise quarterback soon. That's your franchise quarterback soon. And he ends up taking you to a Super Bowl and winning. Carson Wentz can't say that. Oh, if he stayed healthy, he wins. No. That was such a magical run in 2017. Nick Foles had to win that for you guys. Carson Wentz wasn't going to do that. I'm sorry. He wasn't. He's just not that dude. McCarthy.
Not enough yet.
Yeah, literally, definition. Penix.
Not enough yet.
I mean, as much as I think he has upside of a can win with, already, we have not seen enough. Stafford. He rounds it out, right?
Slow down.
What?
Yeah, he's definitely a franchise quarterback, but he's above all of them, really.
No, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. Well, yeah, 100%. Do we even have to talk about Stafford?
No.
I mean, I kind of want to make some points. A lot of people disrespect Matthew Stafford on Twitter. I'm seeing weirdos. You guys are so weird. Youngest quarterback to hit 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and will be the youngest quarterback to hit 60,000 yards in his entire career and has a ring. He beat my Bengals. I'm so sad. He should have more rings, but the Lions are a joke of a franchise. All right, Stafford deserves his flowers. Shut up. He's an absolute fucking animal. He was one play away from beating the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl. Because I'm pretty sure I think he would have stomped the yard on the fucking Commanders, in my opinion.
Eagles team too.
Eagles fan.
Stafford's the only quarterback that got close.
One play away, dude. But yeah. All right, I'll let you choose where he goes. Because we've seen 2 full seasons of him now.
I don't think we've seen enough.
I 100% agree.
But I'm going to be honest with you guys. Bold prediction after this year, if they give him a chance, he's going to be right there where it says, can win with. And all you motherfucking haters on him, I'm still one of the only people in his corner, and I'm going to stay on his corner. He's a beast, and you guys going to listen to me. Remember I said it, because he's a great deep ball passer. He's very athletic. He's a little short, but he runs around. Makes up for it. Tell Panthers to build a team off of him. Please.
Right. Let's look at our list over here. Without saying Hurts, what's one move you would probably make if you just had full control?
Love would be and can win with.
To me, you got to have 5 franchise quarterbacks. Like, if you're a top 10 quarterback, you're a franchise quarterback.
Okay, I want to move Baker to the last 5 spot, but I won't. Baker's better than Prescott and Love.
For me, I think actually would probably put my one change would be Tua into can win with, and Lawrence down to flip a coin. Even though I champion Lawrence,
I actually gotta agree with that a lot.
I think we're gonna switch it. After thinking on it this entire time. Yeah, let's just look over the list real quick. Not only do I think this is a great list, but I think we got the order right and everything too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I think we did. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Come back for more tier lists that make you want to pull your fucking hair out. Let us know what you would change, please, please. I mean it. If you guys see, like, if you guys are hearing me, go to the comments. Let us know where we did wrong, what you loved about the list, what you hated about the list, everything. How stupid I look, how dumb he looks, like whatever you guys want. It doesn't matter. You got anything to say before we go?
Fly Eagles fly, baby. We're on the
Fly
road
Eagles
to
fly.
2P.
Fly Eagles fly, huh?
Yep.
All right, I'll allow it. We'll see you guys in the next video. Later.
Peace.